What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We've got the Arena Cube back. I think this is just the Arena Cube proper. So none of the big fancy chromatic or whatever cubes. I am not sure what kind of updates they've made. It looks like they've added some more alchemy cards and whatnot. When this enters, creatures you control perpetually gain your choice of menace, lifelink, or haste. You know me, I don't like drafting aggressive decks in Cube. I like to go more the control-y decks, usually with blue, red, and black. Although a nice green ramp deck every once in a while, or a mono-white aggro deck is fine. We have a good one if we wanted to just try to force aggro right off the bat. Adeline Resplendent Cathar is one of the best white creatures you're going to find. Also a little bit tempted just to take the Flooded Strand. Fetches are great. You have all of the tri-lands. You have shocks, apparently. Actually, I guess I don't know if they have all of them in it, but I would assume they have all of them. Some of the cubes, they actually have duplicate fetches and duplicate shocks and stuff. Again, I don't know if that's the case here. What do I want to go with for my first draft of this new Arena Cube? You know what? I will take the Adeline. Let's see if we can do a good beatdown deck to start things off. Maybe another nice, cheap white creature here in Blade Splicer. I do want to just, soak in what is available in the cube, though, as we are kind of forcing aggro, just to get an idea of the good archetypes that are available. Swiftspear's Teachings is now in. It's a nice alchemy card for the red-blue prowess deck in whatever format that is. Maybe it's called alchemy, I don't know. Scalding Tarn, Fatal Push, Absence would be good here too. Wedding Announcements is great. Okay, so that confirms it. There are going to be multiple fetches, right? Because we saw Flooded Strand in pack 1. So I don't know how much I love that. I don't recall loving having the ability to draft multiple of the same fetches in the cubes, but, it is what it is. So, Resto or Wedding Announcement. Let's just take the Wedding Announcement, although Resto is clearly nice with the Blade Splicer combo back in the day. Adversary's great. Night Counselor's great. Yeah, okay, so I have a feeling... I don't want to be too skeptical yet. I have a feeling I'm not gonna love this cube as much, but hopefully it beats my expectations. Let's take the Adversary here over the 1-drop. I think this is just too much of a nice scale creature. Oh, I got excited for a second. I thought that was Mana Tithe. Though Ephemerate's still good, I think. Can reset your Intrepid Adversary. Obviously good with Blade Splicer. ECD, fantastic with all of our cards already. I guess not the Wedding Announcement, but Bankbuster also good. Iganjo's safe. I kind of like taking the Bankbuster here. Getaway Glamour. What does this one do again? Exile target non-token creature. Return to the battlefield. So it's kind of like an Ephemerate as well as the maybe kill a card. All right, I'll take that one now. I don't think we want Beza or Tomb, or rather Tome. Ranger of Eos. Yeah, kind of wish I had taken the 1-drop now, but we'll take the Ranger and see if we can get some. Soul Shredder. This one was okay, right? 2/2 haste vehicle for 2. Whenever one or more other creatures die, this perpetually gets +1/+1, which also triggers in your graveyard. Only crew of 1, and then you can sack 2 creatures to return it from your graveyard. Yeah. This was a nice one. Very annoying for the decks that do have some mass board wipes and whatnot. I have a feeling that the 1s and 2-drops are going to be most important for us, which, that's usually the case if you're going to go white aggro, but I'm seeing a lot of big top end in this format already. Not as much as like the chromatic cubes and whatnot, or whatever that other cube is called for Arena, but the thing is, I guess another reason to go more aggressively slanted would be because there are so many fetches and shocks. Maybe people in this format are going to be starting at a lower life total on average, and so you can kind of take advantage of that fact. I guess it makes more sense to take the Strand on the wheel. We've seen a lot of white-black. We've seen a lot of white-red go around. So if we take the Strand, we can... I mean, maybe there's something... Maybe I splash like a... whatever of the Scalds. Showdown of the Scalds. Hopefully we can wheel that one drop, the Benelish Knight Captain or whatever it's called. If I recall correctly, that like the Benelish Knight Captain had one of the higher win rates in the old cube, just because, well, presumably, if you're playing it in your deck, you're more beat down. And that was a good strategy back a while ago. I don't think we want anything here. If anything, I actually think I'm taking the Knight's Whisper. There was like Servandum. There was Vanishing Verse. I think there were a couple white-black cards overall we saw. Oh, I mean, I guess nobody's just taking the fetches, period. Bone Crusher's pretty good. Again, if we end up playing two colors... maybe I should have still taken the fetch. Fetches are probably better here in the aggressive strategies. Or me paying, 3 life on turn 2 to go fetch plus grab a shock is less problematic. Oh, good. Perfect. Oh, and the Showdown of the Scalds was actually in the same pack. I didn't recall that, but yeah, we got to take the Night Counselor every time. Ganjo, excellent. Okay, good first pack for the white deck, and a solid follow-up here. Philia and Welcoming Vampire. Let's take Philia, certainly. We're going to have some nice flicker synergies in this build. Maybe Wield the Honor. Wandering Emperor is also great. Oh, another flicker. And this one's bounce, right? Return up to one other target non-land permanent you control. Yeah. When this enters, exile to one other target artifact or creature. Return to the battlefield at the beginning of the end step. I think we probably just got to go Wanderer here. Stacked pack, though, man. Sholdred, Chandra, Henge. Crazy good cards. So many damn fetches and shocks. Ugh. I don't like that.
Then guide it like water.
I know this amulet's gross, but this pack is just kind of dead for me. This is one of those alchemy cards. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is this equipment's intensity, and then whenever a creature you control enters, its equipment intensifies by X, where X is that creature's power. Meh. I'm gonna take the Foundry and maybe play that. Good mana sink. Oh, Chrome Mox. I think this is one that people are gonna sleep on a lot. They don't like having to ditch a card, but accelerating by 1 mana is really strong. Descendant of Storms. A lot of good cards. We're locked into white. There's the Foundry. Another... Actually, wait. For some reason, I feel like now we've seen more than just duplicates. Like, as in we've seen more than 2 foundries. And more than, I don't know. So this isn't a true cube because of that, right? True cubes only have 1 copy of every non-basic card. So while, yes, there aren't going to be duplicate spells, the fact that there are duplicate shocks and fetches and whatnot, I mean, again, not my personal favorite cup of tea. Yeah, not going to be playing Sunfall here. That's a bad pack for us. I guess I should just keep cutting off white. This is the non... No, this is the good one. Look at the top 6. You can put a creature with mana value 3 or less from among them on the battlefield, then conjure a duplicate. Yeah. I guess there's a Rabble Master here too, but... Well, actually, how many hits do I have? Adeline doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. That is not great. I'm not sure what the correct number is for a 40-card deck, but I have to imagine it's at least 10 that you want. 1, 2, 3, and I'm at half that right now. Well, hopefully we can get there. Honor's all right. Girapur came back. Actually, that one's decent with the battalion as well. Lots of good flicker hits. So we need to find some more creatures that have great ETBs. Blade Splicer might just be like our best card in the deck right now because we have so many ways to flicker it around. It's probably Chrome Mox that's actually the best card in our deck. Are there any insane alchemy white creatures? Isn't this alchemy card gross? 5 mana, 3/4 flying lifelink. When it enters, choose an opponent. Secretly choose a creature or planeswalker that player controls. That player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker of their choice. Then yeah, card's real good. Okay, pack 3. Ooh, I do love... Man, that is a pretty looking mana leak. Stronghold mana leak. OG. Yeah, I don't know how many Sacred Foundries we've seen now, but it does feel like more than 2. This is not a good pack for us. Lightning Strike, Conscripts, or the Sacred Foundry. I don't think we want the Reclaimer. I guess it's not bad with... I mean, we do have a lot of hits for it. But now I'm just wondering if I take Sacred Foundry and commit to splashing like Overseer and Bone Crusher. Because, I mean, we can easily pick up any fixing we need, you know? Let's just take a second Sacred Foundry then. Oh no! Wait, but they nerfed it, right? Yeah, when it enters and at the beginning of your upkeep, heist target opponent's library. Once each turn, you can pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast that you don't own with mana value. It's still dumb. Like, you have to actually cast the any big spell. But Grenzo, I imagine, is still stupid. Yeah. Look what they've done to my boy. Lumen class frigate's nice. Path to Exile's nice. There's good old lightning bolt here. Oh, this carry Zev's gross too, isn't it? 3/3 menace haste. When it attacks while you don't control a legendary monkey, Conjure a card named Ragavan. Yeah, onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Yeah, card's nasty. My creature count is a little low. Do I still want to run this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's getting there. I guess if I throw in the Jewel Mine Overseer and the Bone Crusher, it's probably worth playing like that. All right, nice Kithian pickup here. That's a good one drop. So this is probably going to end up being a 16 land deck if I can get like 4-ish more playables. I'm guessing that the battalion's just not quite good enough, at least right now. Gideon, that's a good one. Oh, but Toby is so good with our flicker shenanigans. Toby also makes the battalions so much better. That's kind of tough. I assume it's just got to be Gideon, though. Gideon's just too absurd. Hey, there's the Mana Tithe. Could splash Bomat. Inti, obviously insane. Touch Spirit Realm, also good. I mean, if I can keep this mono white, I will. What do we need? We're at 20 playables if we are looking at mono white. There's an... Oh, actually. Ruby Collector's really sweet. March of Otherworldly Light's great. Doll's just pretty good in our deck. The Mass Pump on the Ruby Collector's... In fact, we can just play the Sacred Foundries in the deck for random Ruby Collector value, even if we don't end up playing any other red cards. Like, the downside's not going to be that bad. Oh, Mutavault also really good if we're just mono white. This one's annoying, but it's double red, so we're not going to take it. Conscripts is a maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Helix could be a maybe. I think if I had picked up like one more fetch, I'd probably play some more of the red cards, but I don't think we're going to need to. Like maybe one Conscripts at the top end is worth it, but I don't think I need the others. Oh, okay. Well, there's the other white fetch. Pixie also not terrible here. One, 2, 3, 4. There's the touch. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we can effectively keep this mono white. I think I don't mind splashing the conscripts. This effect's really nice when there are a lot of good top-end cards to steal for a turn and just win with. So we'll run both Foundries, both of the white fetches. Still going to run the Mutavault. Oh yeah, the Iganjo. And then 16 lands. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 red sources with 2 mountains. We could probably go down even. And just make sure we have white. 1 mountain sufficient in case our opponent has like a path on one of our own creatures. I could be splashing any number of other red cards here for sure. Bone Crusher would be fine. Devastator, Helix, Overseer. I don't think I want them. All right. Let's be the bad guy for our first run of this Arena Cube. Dirty Boros beats. Let's win die rolls and beat down quickly. One mana 2/1, 2 mana 3/1. We're hoping our opponent's on a slower deck. Polluted Delta, that's already minus some life here. -1 life confirmed. I don't think I noted too many Wrath effects during the draft. Not that I was paying that much attention, but... I played the Sacred Foundry out because I don't actually want to thin my deck of lands quite yet. Alright, Illuminating Lash, the Kithian. That's a good draw. I'm kind of hoping just to draw 2 lands in a row now. This puts a land on the battlefield. 3 mana 2/2, search your library for a basic land, put on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When it attacks, you can return a land you control to its owner's hand. When you do, put yeah, that doesn't matter. Let's go Ruby and Pixie. There is obviously risk in turning the frigate into a creature, but we're playing versus like a teamer-ish deck, so I think I'm okay with this. Sure, so frigate dies. We're still putting them under a lot of pressure, and that actually doesn't give them an extra blocker. Okay. So we are about to Ruby collect and trigger. They can only block the Descendant here profitably. Because I have the Ruby Collector pump effect available. So if they block one of the 3 power creatures, we absolutely just pump. If they block the Descendant, I have to decide if I want to push in for 2 extra damage. And I think playing the Bankbuster instead would be better, but it looks like they're going to force me to pump instead, so that's fine. We can actually play out the Pixie here and bounce the Bankbuster. Sorry, bounce the Ruby. What did I say? Yeah, bounce the Ruby, play the Bankbuster. They're going to need something pretty special here, given we have conscripts waiting. Like I said, I'm going to be the bad man, the bad guy for the first draft. I'm going to beat up on the players that are trying to have fun. Take advantage of day 1 of the cube. Today is release day. I think when I upload this video, it'll be a day after, but... So these drafts are the same as always. 600 gems to enter or 4,000 gold. Either way, it's 40% of a normal draft. And you only get paid out in gold rewards, no matter how many wins you have. On the draw with a funny looking hand. Would be insane on the play. 1-drop into 1-drop plus mana tithe. They're already shocking themselves. Okay. Well, I've got redundancy, so no big deal. Do it. Take the Soul Shredder. Alright, they took. Do I want to grab the other Foundry here? I think just a Plains is fine. Them knowing I have Mana Tithe is sad, but it is what it is. Especially if they didn't do anything here, and because we have Philia, we're just gonna pass. Okay, that doesn't matter. They could already pay for the tithe. Since we drew Gideon, I think I like making a token here. Two-turn clock with Mana Tithe available. Whoa, they're gonna kill that one? That's fine. I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person drafting the white beatdown deck. If it works though. And this gives me time to figure out the nuances of this cube. Or maybe there is no nuance. Maybe it's just play creature and smack. This is not a good hand. We're gonna mulligan that one away. That's better, but not great. Blade Spy started looking real good with both Philia and the Glamour here. Mr. Thraben Inspector. Alright, flashing the dog, see if we can eat the Thraben. Yum, yum, yum. And then this couldn't kill, right? Destroy target creature if no other creature has greater power. Yeah. Good. Oh, we get to flicker. Oh, I get to eat their frickin' their clue. Oh, that's hot. Ooh. That is hot. Let's get the wedding announcement down. That's too funny. I think I'm just gonna pump and pass here. I don't have a reason to go too much all in, I think. They let me attack with 2 creatures, so I'm gonna get to draw a card off of the wedding announcement. I think we just let that happen. I don't care about losing my Ruby Collector. I will cast this now. Alright, -2 life. I think I'm actually going to Chrome Mox away my Guardian. Oh, yeah. And that way I can Blade Splicer and hold open touch the Spirit Realm channel. And if they try to Wrath or whatever, I can flicker the Splicer. Yep, perfect. Calculated. -4, huh? Alright. I need to rip something here. That ain't it. I guess I should play out my land in case they have some random discard effect.
Time to get my hands dirty.
Feels like a game where I might need to draw Zealous Conscripts. Because now whenever any of their creatures die, they draw cards. Not great. Ugh. Oh, that's very good. Do I go for it? No, it's too risky, I think. I get completely wrecked if they have anything. Well, that was brutal. Jesus. That was brutal. I don't even think conscripts can save me anymore.
Undead end.
So if I eat this, I get a 2/2. And then the 2/2 can eat the apparition, other apparition, or a 3/3. Wait, why did I get a 3/3? Oh, right, because it's I have the festivity pumping.
My pacts give me strength.
Still pretty screwed here. It's funny.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Very, very dead. Oh, I actually think this is good for me that they're killing that. Wow.
Try not to.
I don't want a Mana Tithe, even though I could have. I think them letting me draw a card when they could have killed the Wanderer for free anyways is my best play, but looks like that's not going to matter.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
Alright, good beats.
Yours will be a
This
fate
doesn't
worse.
kill me, but it deals a ton of a lot. Alright, well, we got pretty owned there. The Wrath came well, it was the Wrath into the follow-up minus sacrifice 2 creatures. The Wrath itself was very beatable. I wonder if I could have played that a little bit more cautiously. I wish I didn't have to Chrome Mox my Girapur. That would have also been very good. If I could have Chrome Mox the Frigate, I would have, because that would have also worked. This hand's fine. If I Chrome Mox the Splicer, I can turn 1 Bankbuster. I think that's a good play given the situation. It's the only card I can Chrome Mox away here. Maybe, I mean, I could have mulliganed this hand. I think this was fine to mulligan. Alright, main phase activate in case we draw 1 drop. Abzan Gaming. The Deep Cavern Bat. That's annoying. Slightly punished for activating Bankbuster. They wouldn't have seen the Emperor if I had not drawn. But I'm supposed to activate there since I have like 3 or 4 1-drops. Oh, they took Touch the Spirit Realm. Whoa. They didn't take Emperor there. Seems wild to me. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, Mana Tithe? Sure. Probably could have sniffed that out. I mean, they did make it kind of obvious. Bob! Whoa! Alright. We can reset our Bankbuster. I think I value the extra potential cards here instead. So it looks like they're white-black aggro, which is not good for me because they're going to have access to probably more removal, which I don't really have. The booties. 3/3 flyer looking good here. I need to leave back the Bankbuster. We are very much losing this game. Yeah, we're getting actually kind of wrecked this game. let's see what we draw before we decide if we want to block or not. That's not terrible, I guess. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so we trade here. And then I can flash in the Philia and attack with it. And flicker their bat, get back my Touch the Spirit Realms, kind of spicy. Oh, I couldn't flash it out because of the Voice of Resurgent, or Voice of Victory. Right. Yep, got wrecked. Oh, I got big wrecked right there. That's funny. Totally forgot. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, the Voice of Victory means my Mana Tithe is also dead. That's hilarious. I'm getting bamboozled here. I might be at 19, but I feel like I'm just straight dead. Whoa. Whoa! They have 3 effective Bobs on the battlefield now. I mean, they can gain 2 life back with the bat, but... Wow. That seems a little bit risky. Nah, it's not that risky. Not with my draws either. Good beats. Pixie. Pixie bounces the Bankbuster and resets it once more. Also, a 3/3 flyer is not irrelevant here. Swords to Plowshares! Yeah, the Triple Bob's just gonna hose us. I can't imagine they have too many expensive spells in their deck. Cool. Yeah, getting absolutely demolished. Remember, I can't even Mana Tithe. I mean, I guess they're supposed to kill the Pixie? Okay. Are they not gonna swords? I guess they could be trying to blow me out mid-combat by swordsing my adversary. And shrinking all my creatures. Oh, okay. Well, they're gonna gain 3 life here. So if I animate the Bankbuster into a creature, I can't draw a card with it, but I guess I'm fine with that. Because now that it's a creature, it's technically considered summoning sick, you know? white, play out their doo-doo. Kithian ain't it. Plains ain't it. All right. I'm good just to concede here. We got completely annihilated. Wasn't even close. Yeah, we could have had that deck. Black-white was open during our draft too, but I wanted to stick with mono-white. All right, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the mono-white deck is not the way to go. We got obliterated there. I guess we just want to play against all of the slow decks and not other creature-based decks. Because that did not feel close. I'm going to keep this, but I think it's borderline for sure. Definitely need to find another creature next turn. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're on the draw versus a potential aggro deck here. And they hit my Kithian! Boo. This sucks. Was it a land this time? Alright, at least that one's not too bad. That was good. If we want to... Well, I don't even think Gideon's the right play this turn. I think Wedding Announcement's just better. Being on the draw here is going to hurt us. That Robber of the Rich just triggering every turn, and not me not having early stuff to pressure it or do anything to it so bad. So this feels like a bait attack. So I'm actually just going to block here and force them to activate the Indestructible if they want to. And if not, hey, no, that's good. They didn't even get to trigger the Robber because I think they forgot to play something pre-combat. Nice. Okay, that was a big swing of a turn for us.
This is a prime day for justice. I am blessed by the gods.
I'm assuming they have a way to shoot for 2 damage or whatever, given their attack of Robber into my Soul Shredder next turn. But maybe that's not true. Burst Lightning, Gideon, and then finishing it off with Malcolm. Yep, so they did have the 2 damage way, as expected. Man, Zealous Conscripts with Getaway Glamour is a double steal for the turn. And if their Malcolm gets up to a bunch of counters, we can actually steal the Malcolm and get the funny trigger.
Bravery wasn't enough.
Ooh. They could Brainstorm lock themselves. Brainstorm's gotta be great in this format with 10 of every fetch. They didn't mill themselves, but they didn't have a land drop. That cannot have been right. Well, that's kind of funny. Well, I guess I don't need to do that right now. I can Chrome Mox and then bounce it with the Pixie. I will go ahead and run out the Igonjo here. Because now I can kick the Glamour. But then they drew a land for the turn? Oh, so maybe they misordered their Brainstorm? Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Okay, sure. I'm not going to activate Mutavault. There's no need. Prismari Command. 2 damage, blow up an artifact. Sure. Soul Shredder with Zealous Conscripts is also kind of cool. Steal their creature and then sack it with the Shredder ability, kind of nice. Yep, it's fine. Alright, this game feels very over, thankfully. Whew. In our favor. At that. I could have gone for the kill. I probably should have played Chrome Mox on my Ranger of Eos. Still lethal here. Okay. Whew. I gotta keep up my appearances, you know? My overall cube win rate is 70+%. I can't be going 3-3. But we're close. We're 3-2. So let's pull off a few more wins here, please. Actually, I guess I need to get to 7. Let's just win out. 4 in a row. Did not win the die roll, but the hand is good. Man, on the play again would be so sick for us. Ugh. Turn 1 mana dork. Oh god. Okay. Well, we might lose being on the draw here. I guess we'll find out. We have Philia into Blade Splicer, though, which is very good. I'm really hoping that I get to flash out Philia end of turn, and not that I need to mana tithe. Okay, tap land and pass one time. Oh, they messed up. They should have surveil land first. Right? Yeah, they should have surveil land first. Oh, wait, no, it triggers at the end of turn. Never mind. Let's just grab a plains here so we don't lose too much life. Splicer into attack with Philia is excellent. Oof. That might just be the swing we needed. Philia is going to turn into a 3-3. We're going to get an extra 3-3 first strike off the Splicer. Okay. I don't even remember what this does again. Beginning of your end step, a random non-food permanent in your graveyard perpetually becomes a food artifact in addition to which others types and gains 2. Exile this artifact, you gain 3 life. You may play that card for as long as it's in your graveyard. Non-food permanent. So that's good with like lands especially too, right? Because you can play lands out. They're gonna have to bury my Philia or my Blade Splicer. That's great for us. Oh, they should have used their fetch. Slight mistake on their part. We get to attack and enlist. Nice. Wondering if it's better to hold up Mana Tithe here. Or just replay out the Blade Splicer. I feel like I should probably just hold up the Mana Tithe. Because either we can nab one big spell, or if they try to double spell, I can maybe nab a second spell. Already pretty heavily favored on board, right? Bonnie Paul. So, Mana Tithe works here, because they have to tap their Hierarch, and then I animate the Mutavault, and they're dead. I mean, turns out playing the Blade Splicer would have also won. It doesn't matter. You did. Alright. 2-0 into 2-2 into 4-2 into 6-2 into 7-2. Here we go. 3 more. Alright, game number 7. On the draw. Turn 1 Island. We got turn 1 Descendant here. Consider the possibilities. Oh, Bitter Blossom! Okay, that's not good for us. God, I almost want to make this a 3-2, but I think we're just going to attack, play the bank, and maybe even just start attacking with the Bank Buster next turn. Getting a 1-1 blocker for free every turn is going to be really bad. I guess I'm going to do this. I expect that they have a removal spell. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Okay. Two 4 lifelink when it enters, seek a non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less. That card gains warp. You lose 2 life. Oh, that's nice value. The Cryptic... Wow. Cryptic Coat had to be like their best hit there. Sheesh. Well, I'm dead. Completely obliterated again. Yeah, I mean, the Bitter Blossom itself is what's hosing us. I guess I need to kill the lifelinker. Oh, wait, I can go like this. I assume they're going to double block. Then we can... Oh, exile target! Oh, it's non-token creature! Right. I'm dumb. Whatever, we can get the pixie back with the healer later. Wait. Why are they asking if I'm sure? No other creature has greater power, right? Oh, okay. Thought I was psyching myself out there. What the heck? Mini brainstorm.
We both know how this ends.
Both those suck. It's good at least. Can make them chump with the token by attacking the Mutavault into Jace. I guess that's worth it. Oh yeah, Mutavault is a golem for Blade Splicer. Mutavault has first strike. Scarab Jeezy. Okay.
What do you think you see?
Also what I would call not great news, but it is what it is. Let's get our pixie back. I guess I'm gonna bounce the Splicer here. Looking bleak.
I've seen your stream of consciousness. It's shallow.
They can get back their Gravitic as a 4/4 lifelink that triggers their warp ability thing again. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they hit Ledger Shredder off of it. Funny. Alright, so the Shredder's gonna go back. Yeah, I'm taking 5. Again, I don't know how I am planning on winning, but maybe I can cobble something together. Alright, trigger, they lose 1 life, they scry 1, I lose 1 life. Insta-top. Too many damn flyers. Dude, maybe I should have ran Sunfall in this deck.
We disagree on the reality of the situation.
Mockingbird, yeah, that's a pretty scary one. Ah, they're going to 6 though. Maybe they forget that my my golems have first strike. No, they didn't forget. That's a good draw. I mean, that ain't bad. Problem is, if they didn't have, well, shoot, they have the +1 active, so if I, that doesn't even work. Okay. pretty screwed. They would need to make a royal mistake here, I feel like. That's the second card they've drawn this turn. What happens again if they trigger a third? They get a Mox Emerald. Okay, whatever. Oh, they did forget about the first strike. Nice. Okay, well... At least that was good.
Your thoughts.
Still can't win, but that was good. Keep trying. Sure, you got me. Another damn flyer. Ooh. Now hold up. Is there a very small chance, maybe? Oh no, the stupid... The stupid shrinking my attacks hoses me here. Oh, that's so sick. Yeah, just kidding. Alright, so we need to... Oh, you know what I should have done? This was a mistake. I should have crewed the Shredder with the Splicer and then Shredder into the Frigate. Yeah, that was a mess up. I don't actually think I want to turn the Frigate into a creature quite yet, though. I mean, I don't see how I'm going to win this game, but... What did that turn into? 3/4 flying lifelink. Okay. They minused here. That gives us a small chance.
Don't force me to stretch your mind even further.
Actually, I want them to... Kind of want them to Night's Whisper, don't I? Night's Whisper triggers their Emerald Collector or something. Okay. Got rid of a Kaito. Exile up to 3 target cards from your opponent's graveyard. You gain 3 life. Wait, what? What is happening here? Am I dead? Or did they punt? Because I can animate the Mutavault into a creature, block with that as well. Well, how many ground creatures are attacking? 1, 2. Oh, I guess I can only block 2 ground creatures anyways. So this gains 4. That puts me to 12. That first strikes down that. This blocks here. I take 3, 4, 8. Oh my gosh. I think the opponent threw. 3, 4, 8. Yeah. Wanderer, eat the Stalker. They don't gain any life. I live at 2. Holy hell. Oh wait, I'm gonna gain an extra 4 afterwards, that's right. Go back up to 6. And they only have 2 blockers now. So they're just dead here, right? Block, block, take lethal. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. Pulled that one out of our butt. Okay. Yayo. 5 wins, 5 wins. Come on, baby. Put me on the play, Chief. Put me on the play, and this hand is great. Very good opening hand. Oh no, don't have a kill spell. That's not legal. Oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. Well, shoot, it's probably just better to go like this now. Maybe they mess up and sack their headliner on my counselor. Magda, too. Okay. Blade Splicer is absolutely insane. I am willing to offer a trade here. They might even just take it. I don't even know what this thing is. Whenever one or more goblins you control attack, make a 1/1 goblin that's tapped and attacking. Whenever no creature you control enters, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, whatever. This cannot be right. What? They just threw away 2 creatures? Okay, I guess I'll get a free win here. Seems good. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm just gonna flicker this main phase. And have extra blockers. Maybe they thought the pings could go to any target? That must have been what they thought. That's the only thing that makes sense. Is this just a win? Okay. Wow. Yes. Yes is the answer. Yes, it is a win. 6-2. All right. Woof. A little bit scary there. 2-2. Sorry, 2-0 into 2-2. On the brink of despair. And then, yeah, we might even trophy now. Let's be on the play again and do some curving. Did not win the die roll. Am not really curving here. But I think it's a keep. I think running out the Pixie turn 1 is right. Might not like it, but this is peak performance. Well, that's good. Well, now running out the Pixie got rewarded by drawing the Shredder, that's for sure. What do I want to draw here? Chrome Mox, I guess? So I can play Emperor next turn would be pretty good. Don't care about that. Ophelia's not bad. Don't really care if they trade here. It seems fine to me. And pass. Looks like they have a lightning bolt or something in their hand. Kind of sucks. Oh well, still gonna run out the Philia. And as long as we draw our 4th land, we're feeling good. 4th land, please. Thank you. I'm going to sit back and Emperor on their turn in case they have a counter. I get pretty blown out if I go for main phase Emperor there. And I think it's better to make a 2-2 anyways. Than pumping my Pixie for 1. Especially since flickering the Pixie might actually be something we want to do, you know? Kolagon's command. Make me discard a card. Kill my Pixie. I guess I'll just discard the Glamour now. What does the opponent think they are? Me? It's not worth flickering the Pixie right now.
Learned much during my trap. May your blade strike true. Keep watch for intruders.
Wandering Emperor with adversaries pretty good. Let's hope they don't have a burn down the house. Okay. 1-for-1 removal is okay. That's fine. Emperor already did
I'll be back.
its job here. Looks like they're waiting for 7 mana maybe for something. Well, that's a good hit. Currently, Soul Shredder is a 5/5, and I can make it a 6/6. So actually, I could go for lethal next turn. If they just pass with a single mana open, I could go Conscripts, untap a land, assuming I don't draw a land. Then sack the 2/2/2s, get back the Shredder. What is the wording on this? The beginning of the next end step, so... this could work. Do they go ambitious? So I can go for it here. I can... oh wait, I can just Zealous Conscripts. They're Crucius. What am I talking about? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I didn't have lethal. Right, I would have to crew the Shredder. Oh, good thing I didn't go for that other play the previous turn. Right. The Shredder would still need to be crewed. Okay, woo, almost punted there. We did it. I got scared for a moment, but the mono white beatdown converted to a trophy for the first Arena Cube run this season, or whatever this go around. Had some scary games. Yeah, Again, I am not a fan of this right here. I'm not a fan of them adding multiple fetches of the same fetch, rather, and multiple of the same shock. More than 2. There must be like 4 per draft. That just that's not. You don't want to. You want to reward people for drafting well and taking lands like high. You know, you don't want to give people all of their fixing for free, or at least I don't. I think that's bad. But in any case, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye bye.